Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ.
Podcast.
One
for the
comedian.
podcast.
Guys.
Chalk and Cheese.
Come on.
Yo, listen. Why man them, yeah?
Why?
Why the man them? Why the man them have it, why there's a lot of men that don't, you feel like they don't talk about their situations or their problems. Like, I feel like there's a lot of men that suffering with mental problems, and it's like is there a pride thing? Is it more of a masculine thing why they don't communicate with like maybe them partners or their friends about this situation and talk up about it? Because there's a big thing with mental problems that men have, right? Mental illness. And what do you think it is why the men them don't talk about it? Anybody?
Savage?
I'm not mentally ill. So
You are, so you just.
What do you mean you're not mentally? You're not to be mentally ill, but you.
Chris, let's talk to us. What is it? What are you going through?
Because it's being a man, innit? When you're being a man, you're told to hold back certain emotions and feelings, so they don't speak up about it. Done.
No, but why? But you just suffered. You showed a sign of it by getting up and being mad. So why don't you sit that? And
that's
tell
not
us
mental illness, you dickhead. that's
Why-
emotion.
why
You
do you-
fucking idiot.
No, let's lead
Look
to
at
it.
you.
You're an
You're an fucking idiot, bro.
emotional bitch.
That's not nothing to do with mental illness. You're mentally ill.
What's your
Look at you.
emotional
You
side?
don't
Why are
even
you so
speak
emotional?
properly.
Ain't that
Have I ever been
close?
emotional?
Please, just let him talk.
Have I ever been? I've never been emotional like you, man. I'm not emotional like that. I
But
don't.
you showed signs of it.
No,
Yeah,
Let's
and
undo Chris's
everyone's
one.
got
I'm gonna do
emotions, you
Chris with it.
dickhead.
So Chris, why did you show signs of emotional distress?
Because no one gives me a chance to speak in this fucking podcast. That's why.
So did you think it's something deeper? That's something you was carrying from the previous podcast?
No,
Is that something
but I've noticed it.
Yo,
Maybe.
this
Yeah.
not going nowhere, man.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. That's why I
Your
said,
mental state.
let's get back to the state. Let's get back to the subject.
state.
I've just said my thing. I've said because men are speaking out is not manly in society.
So do you think that's something that's been taught via the parents, or do you think it's something that is taught by society?
I think it's both, or it depends. I think it could be parents and it could be society, but it just depends, isn't it? So society, you go to school, you learn to do this, you kick ball, get physical, or if you cry, oh, you're a bitch. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're told to hold shit in. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't speak out about certain situations.
Well, maybe tell say if you need shit to go to toilet.
It's seen as a form of weakness.
Yes, it's seen as...
Yeah, it's not masculine.
I'm going through that. But there's a few things that people really
But do you think that's I personally feel that's a very, I think it's in my opinion, I think it's heavily in the Caribbean African community, because in Europe, in UK, for example, if one of us was to tell someone else that that we're in therapy, you'd be like, what? What are you in therapy for? And that's because of how we are here. But when you go to somewhere like America and you say, I'm in therapy for this, this and this, it's looked upon very different, like, okay, you're sorting your problems out. Whereas here, there's a stigma in our community, I believe, in you saying that you're in therapy or for whatever different reasons that there are.
It's not. I don't know about America. I can't never talk about America. I don't know shit about America. But here in England, not just black community in England, like you got men. Like if you just look at all different, but you got the men in the pub. You got the men who, you know, your kid goes out and has a fight. You better not fucking lose. You know, like being a man is a sign of being strong. So any form of weakness, it's hard to talk about.
How's that
It's hard.
weakness? Though? I don't get the
No,
point
no,
of
it's
it
not.
being
No,
weakness.
it's hard to talk about. Anything you're going through, it's hard to talk about
Like
your
what?
problems.
Like-
Not
like-
anything. Like for men, it's hard to talk about, and this is why men bottle things up. Anything
Yeah,
is
'cause
hard.
you can't
Like,
come
all right, how
down
many
with-
men have been like you said? Even if you're broke, you're gonna go out and get for your child. Yeah. Now that is something that if you're broken under it, you're gonna do whatever you can to still provide, even though you technically can't.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So what you're doing is you're not actually facing your problem. You're doing whatever you can. So you'll get a little money and rob Peter to pay Paul, just to be seen as the man or the parent that's done that. And if you put that into life, when you're in a problem, I'm just gonna all I gotta do is be able to put my best foot forward. I just gotta be able to put my smile on. I'm going through these issues, you know. Listen, some man will go have problems with their partner and come out, or got some living issues or money issues and come out around amongst people and don't know how else to You can't just tell people I'm really under it. You know, if someone laughs at you, it proper piss you off.
Because like
so,
again, it is a thing of a pride thing, being manly, masculine. You don't want start feel like show the signs of weakness, because there's men out there that suffering with depression and it's a lot. But when they have to keep putting on this brave face, like everything good at home or good with them, when is a thing, why don't they just speak out? Because sometimes you speak out and you get the help. You get the help. The help is there.
Well, I think this is the kind of situation that the help need to encourage the person rather than you seeking the help. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's seen or looked down upon or frowned upon, and has been throughout history. Because as when men were a lot more powerful.
I don't. I doubt if it's looked down upon. What I think it is, because it's not a fact. See, like if you need help and rare, it's places to go. If you know what I'm saying. When you say, "Oh man," speaking out about it, probably a man who wants to speak out a bit. Everybody wants to have someone to talk to, But what I find out, the black community, if you tell one person, they're gonna know. You can't.
It's not just the black community. People chat.
No, it's not. It's
people
more,
chat.
No,
people.
I find it more.
But mental illness is in every.
But when I say we call it, but I'm talking about talking to somebody
but
that you know
every
that you're
community.
thinking. No, but I'm saying it's mostly black men that really ain't really talking about it.
No, it's not, bro. Because do you think that the lad? Do you think the men that play football on Sundays and they go down the pub and they've got their, do you think if they're going through something, they're going to tell the man them in the pub? They're all. But they're not just necessarily black men.
So we should have. Then the problem is somebody to talk to.
So this is what I'm saying. So if help was known, was more appreciated.
No. You said it's more manly.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
I did listen to what I'm saying. That's why I'm coming to
you're
what
not listening, bro.
So
because
what part do you want me to listen to?
The everything before you make. Just don't listen to
stop
parts.
saying everything, because you said it's looked upon as a weakness.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's not,
because if you look at your dad, if you look back at your dad and your granddad, and you keep looking back as far back in history, these men were certain. If you catch your father crying, and it will it will throw your dynamics off. Like, what? You're not supposed to cry.
Why?
Do you get what I'm saying? Because that is just how it's always been. I'm not saying it's right. I'm explaining why it happened.
Because when you, even with him, where Chris said, when him said about if you're in school and you cry, them look by you, oh, you cry like a girl for.
Blood,
that term,
exactly.
Imagine that term, why you cry like a girl. Not why you crying like a baby, why you cry like a girl. Stop acting like a girl. So when you show certain signs, them relate it to a female that you're being soft. You understand? So that's why when a man talk, and what I'm gonna say is, if anybody are listen or watch,
I don't get it when I say it.
Because the way you say it, I think
man, no, because he doesn't listen, bro.
But what I'm gonna say is, I feel like if anybody, hold on, I feel like if anybody out there listening, right, and somebody comes to you and talks to you about their situation, they trust you.
Yeah.
Because you have to trust that person to show them that these inner feelings that you're having and the things you're going through. Trust me. So some people might not know how to deal with it, because some people might be going through their own problems as well and thinking how me can help you with yours when me have mine.
But this is why I said because you said if I trust you, and then I come and talk to you, how do I know that I can divulge my personal business and my feelings to you? And that's why I said if the help makes themselves known. So if you're in your friend circle and you say, you know what, man, them, if anyone's going for anything and they want to chat to me, feel free, because how am I supposed to know that can happen? That's why I'm saying if the help hold on, let me finish, bro. If the help make themselves known and you let it known that to your friends that, you know what, I can be a shoulder to cry on, and you can listen to me and I can listen to you, and we can have a conversation about things and we can get through problems together. If once it's known and you say, "Raw, see, you know what, I'm gonna dial you in later." Do you get what I'm saying? So to break the stigma, we have to highlight that we're willing to listen and we're willing to help. Because I wouldn't just go to anybody. I wouldn't just go to people. But if I knew somebody was there, I might go.
But you know what it is though, yeah? And it's funny. I've never said something like this before. No. Because I've never. What I'm about to say, I've actually never openly said to anybody before, and I've gone through some stresses, where I bottled everything, I didn't speak. I didn't express myself. So there was times where I would have to go to people to confide in to get myself back to where I needed to be. And I personally believe it's down to, yes, there's a stigma on men, but at the same time, there's many stigmas on men. At the end of the day, it's down to you as a person. If you know in your heart that you're not right, there's something wrong. Like I can't really appreciate when a guy will say, "Oh yeah, well I can't talk to no one." Yes, you can. It's the fact that it's majority of the time it's to do with pride. It's to do with you as a man saying that you need help. Just like,
Wait, why
just
can't you appreciate it, even though you said you were like that?
No, because at the end of the day, I was like that, but then I took myself and went and got went and took that step forward. Because a lot of guys,
you should be able to understand why.
yeah, but no. But listen to what I'm saying, because if you listen to what I'm saying, then you'll understand what I'm saying. Because I just said, at the end of the day, the reason why I can't appreciate it is because it's down to the individual. If you want to get yourself sorted, it's on you. I can't tell you to do something, can I? How many times did our parents tell us, don't do this, don't do that? We still went and did it because we wanted to do it. So if you are going through something, it doesn't matter how many times a man can tell you, go and see a therapist, go and talk to someone. Until you make that step yourself, you can't.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
But that's why I say, man, them not. There's a lot of men that, like what you say, like they're not doing it.
Yeah,
they're not. They need to, because they're gonna sit there and suffer in silence.
Exactly.
Like with Chris, not Chris suffer in silence. Chris working at gym. I'm sure enough of them clients they go through stages, especially some of the men probably go through some stages in them life where now they go to the gym to seek help in obviously to change their health and stuff like that. But sometimes it's down to depression and the need. That's why you get into certain states in your life, right? Because we don't know, people probably open up.
Like with you.
Let him finish, man. He's asked Chris a question, bro. He asked Chris a question. Let him answer the question.
Let Dizzle talk, because I'm not informed. I don't have an opinion, do I? So go on, talk, Dizzle.
No, because you can't miss. I'm not saying nothing.
But no, like when your clients come to the gym, they must. I believe they come to you and confine certain other things. Maybe you can't.
So I've got
don't say no name, because we don't want you to lose your job.
Yeah, no. One of my ex-clients, I ain't trained her for about 2 years, but she used to come to me and thank me every day because I got her off taking the cocaine. She was on cocaine quite a lot, and it was like me training her was like her rehab, and she used to train every day just so it can kind of get her mind away from stuff like that. So she was suffering from like depression, and she used to take cocaine and stuff, but training actually helped change that. Wow. So it does.
But you don't even know, you might be doing that even more so, but people ain't really told you.
Yeah, I've had a few other clients as well that suffered from like depression, but the training releases endorphins that are your feel good hormones.
So now you're going into the next realm now.
I think it's not that trusting. I believe,
Fuck you, man.
No, but I believe it's a trusting. I feel for that person to make that reach out to help, they have to know they can trust the person. To open up to that person. So I feel like if people are listening, man, man.
Well, listen,
before you cut me.
Go on, man.
Before I want to say,
go on.
Remember, I've got a friend like at Yardie, for instance. I'm not talking your business. I'm talking
use somebody else,
man. But I know sometimes he goes through his things, and he just followed me out of the blue, just for some random conversation.
All right, listen. I personally.
So no, he said hating him.
Listen, I personally have called. Listen, I personally have called my friends who I feel, if I sense that they're not themselves 100%, I call them and say, "Rah, what's going on?" What? I've done it to everybody in this group. That at one stage I've called you and said, "Rah, I noticed a little bit in your attitude, or I noticed this. Is everything good?" And the reason I do that is because I would like to be able to help, and that's why I say I put myself forward. Not everybody that you trust can take on that information. So that's why if you are out there and you have friends, then I do believe you should bring yourself forward and talk, open yourself as help.
And you see what you say is right, because when you spend time around people and you're around your friends every day, you can sense something. And I think with man them, it's more of a thing of we don't go like how a woman would say, come round, let's go for a drink and sit down and have a talk or have tea or whatever them do. You understand? With we, it's more of a thing, oh, dog, you good? And they be like, yeah, man, you sure, car, you know, see myself. No, man, me good. I feel if you're a man out there and your brethren calls you or text you to your side and say, yo, just want to check if you're good enough, car. I notice, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's your opening there.
There you go.
To make it. So, me know a man out there listen this and will watch this and they will be going through things. I think if you get that opening, take it because that will help you.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need to voice it out to people. And get it out there. Can you keep it inside for too long? It will kill you.
And
Next minute, you're
and if you got a friend like Dizzle, don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Shut up.
Don't tell him.
Don't tell Dizzle nothing.
Don't tell him
Me and
nothing.
Shabba's having a talking and Shabba's open up and I read
The one that you tell me about.
You understand? Anyway, Shabba.
You never hear about
What he said on stage.
Was that the one that you said on stage at my show? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about that. We're
Which
talking about
the other one.
whatever.
Yeah.
No. We have spoken.
I'm dealing
We
with
have
and him
spoken.
chat your
And
business.
you whatever. But I'm saying, my
And
thing
him chat
is,
people business.
I'm just getting back to normality, seriousness, because it's a serious topic. My thing is
it?
with talking and man's. Oh, you understand what I'm saying? And I remember phoning you and said, Shabba, you okay? And Shabba's been real with me. You catch what I'm dealing with. So my thing is, be real, and then things would happen. You understand?
But you know but the difference is sorry, Chris.
No,
to
go
cut
on,
you.
go on.
No, that's
It's-
because you want to say something. Because
Go.
No.
You spoke before me.
No, all I was gonna say is that you're a dickhead. All I was gonna say is that I hear what you're saying to be real with people, but the difference is that sometimes you can be real to the wrong person, and that person will use what you have now spoken about against you. Do you see what I'm saying to you? And I think that's where, as men, we struggle because but I'll be honest with you, Ceesix. There's people that I have spoken to that I've let pour my heart out to, and they've used that against me as a tool to break me and bring me even further down. And that's where certain guys who may have tried to take that step and talk to someone, then that friend has gone and spoken to that friend, then you become the ridicule of laughter or people are like, oh, you see what I'm saying? It brings you. So now it takes you. So you might have been on level 5 and trying to take yourself out of the doldrums. You're now fully level 1, all back to square one. And I think that's where a lot of men need to understand. Whatever you're going through, I'll be honest with you, 80% of it is yourself. You're gonna have to take yourself out of it. The other 20%, you have to talk, because all that happens is, and I can only say this because I've seen it and I've probably done it myself. As men, we get angry. We have anger. That's something that we all have. We have a lot.
This applies to you.
we have a lot of anger.
And I fucking make Chris, and I don't fucking like it.
I personally believe that
I don't like it.
That our anger can spill over into the wrong spaces and places.
It's like
we could take it out on our children. We could take it out on children. We could take it out on our loved ones. Chris. I know Chris has had clients like that.
My dog never used to be like this.
I'm a lying Chris. Like, I know you've had clients that have come in and you don't know why they're angry like that. Yeah. And the next minute, after about a month, they'll break and talk to you because of your relationship with them. Because I know that PTs and those kind of instructors.
Tell me something as well. Say him cost him client them sometime.
You do.
You have to.
Hey, yeah.
They're lazy.
You cost them.
Some of them are lazy, blood.
No, when you train them, you cost them.
Yeah, I say, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is that? Why are you giving me 8? Give me fucking 10. I'll ask you for 10. Don't give me 8. Do you know what I mean? And some of them is just mentally, they're lazy, so you have to push them. That's why they pay. They come to you to shout at them, some of them.
Yeah, like the PT is just someone to just help you get to that. Yeah. They don't even do that on video.
What about your anger thing? What about your
I'm not angry. You know what it is? It's not.
What do you think you stand for? No, I know certain time that I could be an arsehole. Certain time, even when people say, I say, you know me, I'll get into my feelings, and I know that I'm doing certain stubbornness and fuckeries. I am aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you why it might seem that I'm angry on this podcast is because we try to have, seems, because I'm not an angry person. Wow. But you see, when we're having conversations and we bring up serious topics, and then you act the arse and then cut me to chat shit. So if you ask me something,
why should
let's
I
talk
get you
about.
angry?
When you talk about, so you bring up something that I'm passionate about. So like a topic like this.
Anything you're talking about.
A topic like this is not supposed to. You're not supposed to have a running joke in the background.
How do you know?
Because you're not supposed to.
Who wrote that
No,
rules?
because it's a very serious topic.
So who wrote the rules that?
It's not about rules. It's not about rules. It's about ethics. It's about ethics.
How's it? What
You
ethics?
can't wind me
Who
up,
made
bruv.
the
You
word
can't wind me
ethics?
up. You can't wind me up because the truth
but
is,
Let me tell you
because
something.
you look like an idiot.
Dizzle,
Because
you see Dizzle,
No, but
you see
who said-
Dizzle, yeah.
Right, listen.
Dizzle, me I
Right,
talk
no,
about
who
you.
said-
You
who
go
said-
hear me I talk about you. You see Dizzle, yeah. Dizzle, you have to
and you
remember
never
now.
cut Yardie. You only cut
Yeah,
me.
yeah, no,
Racist.
no. But with Dizzle, yeah, is that he's going through, and there's a lot of men out there as well who's going through abusive relationships with their exes and stuff like that, and he loses the battles with them. So this is his opportunity here to have. Try win a battle in an argument with one of us, because when he's with his babe mothers, he's always talk about she tell him to suck every hole, and he has done it,
Because-
and that's
But
why
hold on.
And
him
also-
coming here.
Hold on,
So
can I just say this?
and
yeah?
I want
So you never tell
like
him
Chris
to suck
said,
a batty.
I said it to Chris. Yeah. I said it to
why
Chris.
for
Yeah.
that?
Why do you feel like then, Chris? Yeah, especially when you're training guys, especially. Yeah.
Why guys?
Don't you find?
What the
don't-
guys though? He chases women though, so that's
Don't
what
you
it-
find?
It
Don't
looks,
you
it looks
find?
weird. It looks weird.
Don't
I'm
you
saying.
find?
Do you change
that
women as well,
after
Chris?
a few weeks of training them, they get very relaxed and then end up talking to you?
Yeah, they get more because they're more comfortable. Like it's like a relationship, though, isn't it?
It's like a
you
bum hole.
create a
The more you
relationship.
finger, the more it's gonna get relaxed.
You see what it is. You see what it
Dickhead,
is.
bro.
Yeah? This
Dickhead.
podcast, and I feel Chris's pain right now, yeah, because this podcast is built up of so many different characters. But when we have serious conversation, I look at it like we are all grown men having a serious conversation.
Some are we.
So take away your professions. Like, take away your
I'm not
profession.
I'm not coming there as
comedian,
Nigel.
yes,
I'm coming there
yes.
as Dizzle.
As a comedian.
I ain't coming as Nigel, though.
You're as a comedian, yeah.
But I don't come here as Nigel,
You're
though.
a big man.
And your point is,
You're a big man. So
what's
when
your point?
Because you're an idiot, bro.
That's what I said, but I'm a self-confessed idiot.
I don't get angry.
I'm a self-confessed idiot.
That said, Judge, I just want to lay you down. I'm an idiot.
I'm never hide the fact.
Don't let your idiot.
I'm
don't
not-
Yo,
I can't-
we're gonna buy him a
I'm an
clown
arsehole.
wig,
but you're an
clown
idiot.
shoes.
I'm an arsehole,
Yes,
Ceesix.
but you can't-
It's got the best of me.
you
It
spun
has.
out. You
It's
spun
got the best of me. I'm a dickhead. I know this.
Him can't even talk in the
I'm a
microphone.
pussy. Go and tell me. I know. I'm aware.
Him know kind of baby mother tell him all them things already.
He says, I'm aware.
I am a jackass. I am aware. I am an idiot. I am aware. Yes.
You can't tell me. Me no. Anyway, so Chris, all I'm saying is I do feel your pain. And you see what's happened all these times when I've been getting angry and getting angry and getting angry. You've done the same thing, but you combusted in a different way. But I'm gonna be real. This podcast has seen me and Dizzle nearly fight.
Yeah.
Me and Shabba nearly fight. Me and Yardie nearly fight. And Chris nearly ball. Like it's had everyone in high emotions. But it's because it's real.
Yeah.
And you know what? We
Dry
talk
your eyes,
every day
mate.
as brethren.
Yeah.
And we
On
you
the
know,
way here today, I said Ceesix is like my brother. You know them brother that you have that you want to punch him in his face. You love him. Don't do that.
No, I'm just
'Cause
saying.
you could lucky to have a brother like me with your fucking. I see one of them old time pictures in front of the bimmer with your big collars like that, like you're somebody's child. You look a dickhead, fam.
All I'm gonna say is this. Yeah. All I'm gonna say to you. All I'm gonna say to you is this, Chris.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really there.
The Chris.
I told you this.
We are buying a
Christopher
clown
Savage.
suit for next
Hold on,
week.
Yardie. Hold on, Yardie.
Yeah.
Hold on, Yardie. The Christopher Savage that is in the group needs to materialize on the podcast, because when you're in that group, you will blaze
You understand?
everybody.
No, but
I
this
don't
time
want- I
The difference is,
Yeah.
the difference is, he blazed outside and he come in and drink Rare Nephew straight.
Yeah.
No, it's a drink. today.
Don't
This
nobody
is-
No, it's a drink.
Straight.
No, but this
It's-
group
it's-
isn't an easy
twice.
group. This
you're
is
not
an
Yo,
easy group.
the
This
room
is-
did a move with him.
No, Chris.
No, it's.
Chris wanted to use that as an excuse. He wanted to
I'll
go
tell you what as
upstairs and
well.
vomit.
It's not that, bro.
You want to vomit?
Upstairs and vomit.
You
know
want to
what?
vomit?
No,
Chris,
let
I
me-
got you. I got you.
Let me tell you
Chris, I
something,
got
yeah?
you. Red
tell
skin
you
power.
something.
Hey, red skin,
Let me tell
go.
you something, yeah?
Boy, give my jam full,
Let
man.
me tell you something. I was asked a question to ask you guys, yeah?
Yeah.
And you know what I said to her? I said, you know what, don't even bother.
I'm the wrong person.
Because my opinion don't
Ask the
count.
question.
Imagine I said that.
No, you went too
Imagine
far.
I said this.
Cause
This
I
was
said,
2 days
Chris-
ago.
Chris, 100
I said, look, there's no point in even writing
No,
that
this is-
because
this is you
everyone
beating
will
up your
ignore
feelings,
it
'cause your
or
opinion
it
does
won't
count.
come up. That's what I said. And it's like today, because I said that 2 days ago, today I'm trying to talk, I don't get a word in.
Yeah, because you manifested it.
Because I said that, but no, because I said it's pointless to even do that.
But Chris, for the last 3 weeks, you've been aggressive.
Yes.
You've been forthright. You've been pushing.
Yeah, but today,
and then today you're lethargic.
It's not that Ceesix, you heard it all day, but I couldn't get a word in.
No, the thing is, I definitely...
Real nephew there with him.
The drink was talking to him. Chris.
When, like, I'm gonna say how it works. Like, everyone here they tap into different things. When Yardie speaks, you don't cut him. No, I'm being honest.
No, I'm being honest.
That's
I don't
what
like that.
I'm saying.
I know you're being honest.
I get undermined a lot.
I like that, but I don't like the way you observate that. I don't like the way you observate that. Observate that.
I get undermined.
By all of us.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I said fuck it.
People, like, when I
Dude.
You all cut me. The difference is, I'm prepared to fight for the floor, and that's what happens all the time. That's why I fight everyone.
Can I say something to you? Do you think it's that slave mentality that the white man was saying?
No, it's not that, because I cut Yardie. I cut Yardie and I cut everyone. Even though I don't like being cut, I cut everyone. So I've worked out something about myself. Now, the same way you said, someone asked you to ask a question, and you said, I'm not going to ask it because people say to me, Blood, why are you so angry when you go there? Because it's this space. Your position in this space means that that's happening to you and you're allowing it to happen. This space, when I come here and have when we're chilling, no, it's cool. But when we're in this podcast, I get angry. And people that know me like, that's a bit nuts.
So why the podcast can like kryptonite.
No, it's not what it is. What it is because it's putting me in a situation, a conversation, a scenario that's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. I've asserted myself a certain way. Like even Shabba's got his own way when he's in this podcast. Completely different. Shut your mouth, dickhead.
Let me ask you the question, man. When you talk for the man,
where is it, Colgate or Listerine? What's he's advertising something?
Aquafresh.
Did I have a question?
Well, at least my mouth don't stink.
When did I say I didn't think I had a question.
You say you have a question where somebody tell for ask with.
Yeah, what's that? Yeah, what did she?
Me want to know.
He told her not to ask him.
What did I say and shame the devil? Talk him out and shame the devil.
What was it?
I have to listen to the thing again.
Play it. Play it to your phone. Play it.
Don't worry about it.
No, we don't want to hear the rest of it.
I'll tell you that after. But
This is the Chalk and Cheese podcast.
Done. That's